Welcome back, everyone. How are you all doing today? Cool. And hello, Mr. Viking.
Hello, Mr. Billy.
How are you doing, sir?
Uh, be better.
Could be better. First of all, thank you very much for Haywood Industries for the resub for 11 months. Much appreciated. And hopefully you've had a great weekend as well. I know it's been a bit of a interesting one for some people. Obviously, Dave's been away, obviously off to sell some stones with his sister, and yeah, funny games. Anyway, so I've been kind of busy actually on here over the weekend. I ended up getting at least two of the fields planted. So 41 and 43 are now planted. One's with wheat, one's with barley. So that should be my animals, at least some of them, sorted out for next year when that needs to get harvested. Obviously, I did end up baling 43 and got that finished off earlier on. Obviously, now, obviously we're into October, so I've got 45, which has now been extended, ready to harvest. So I'll be getting on doing that in a little while. I've got 46, so that's the one I'm actually heading off to. The other place as well that I did over the weekend is obviously my hops become ready. Got them harvested. Great. I've actually got it in storage at the minute. I got the grapes sorted out. I just need to get them trimmed and such. That field does not look very nice. Ooh, is that harvested? I think it is. Yeah, good. Phew. I was thinking, oh my god, look at all those weeds on that field, but thankfully it's harvested. Just getting home, ready to go back in the farm. Nice. And how are you getting on with it, by the way? Yeah, so I'm going to start off getting some hemp cut. Obviously, I need the hemp and the hemp windrow, or the straw that comes off of it. So, yeah, I'll be enabling both of them. I do have two contracts running at the minute. One on field 32, which is all the way up in that corner. It took friggin' forever to get up there. And also field 8, that was not too bad of a drive, but yeah, it's definitely coming on. Looks like my sugar cane there is ready to harvest as well, so yeah, busy time, that is for sure. But yeah, obviously this is going to be my last stream with the current internet. Obviously there's still no word on when the new one's going to get connected yet, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. But I have been out today. I've bought a little internet dongle thing. So hopefully that will work. Obviously what I'll probably do is either tomorrow or Wednesday do like a test run, see how it does. It's doing like a maybe 5-10 minute stream and yeah, go from there. But I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, that it's going to be fine. At least.
So, Billy, that jungle you bought, is that a 4G or a 5G?
It's a 5G, the one I've got.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, should be really good. Obviously, I do need to sort of go onto the internet, activate the SIM card and everything, and actually test see how it runs. But yeah, it should, in theory. I love theories. The upload speed isn't the greatest, but it's better than what I'm getting now. It's actually 50 upload and 150 download with this thing. So as long as I've got enough data to cover that, stream, do whatever I need to do each week, I should be fine until we can get that new internet. And how you doing there, Green Thumb Farmer? And obviously, if you're not following him, please click on that link, give him a follow. So you've got two bridges, getting the concrete and steel building. Ah, nice. So yeah, you're definitely coming on there. Let's think. I actually went through and replaced the 3 bascule bridges over the weekend as well, so they're now in my save game. 2 are actually pretty much replaced the ones that were pre-built, so I didn't have to add anything else, but it was kind of nice. Obviously, I do have one other right down the far bottom of the map. This one down here by field 12 and 13 that still need to be built, but obviously that is a bascule bridge, so I'll be adding in the new products for that. Oh, funny games. Fun and games for definite. But yeah, as you can see, my hops are now gone. Well, they've been harvested at least. I need to go through, plough it, fertilise, lime, whatever it needs to be done to it. Obviously, over the weekend, Dave did do an update for anyone interested. Obviously, the map got an update to correct the coffee plant visuals. And if I just park up here in a sec, I will show you the two different differences. Because obviously, I know some people have kind of had a. Whoa, I don't really see a difference. It's like, yeah. And how's Mr. Wheels doing? Right, so.
Can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
When you got time for it, could you maybe show me how the autoload on the Hispano containers is working?
Yeah, you just basically park next to it, and then maybe lift one or two, or nudge one or two of the pallets, and they should auto load in.
All right.
But yeah, I can show you in a bit if anyone's interested. Actually, regarding the Hispano Modern containers, yesterday, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, I did put up a video on YouTube. I'm going through on how to actually do it, rather than just taking a clip from one of my streams. I actually sat down, did a little video. It's only about 11 minutes long, 12 minutes long, something like that. But it shows you exactly what you need to change in the XMLs, so they actually work on any map type thing. So yeah.
It's a super great video.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, obviously you can go on to Billy Alpaca 70 on YouTube. I also posted it on my Trello as well. There you go. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, as you can see, this is the new coffee. Obviously, it now matches in with what was basically added into Wolf Creek. And yeah, my nitrogen is naff over this area. Obviously, this is obviously the new visuals. The old visuals, if you're kind of, yeah, but they look the same, but they don't. Obviously, that's really quite green and quite fluffy sort of plants. It is taller as well, to be honest. Obviously, the original ones were like using this, so you can see straight away they're completely different. And actually, you do need to get over here with an olive harvester at some point and get these done as well. But yeah, so obviously that's just going to use like the base game edited version if anybody's got one. I know I've got one of my own that's a little bit higher capacity and works a little bit faster. But obviously with these ones, you do obviously now definitely need the Jacto harvester. I'm not sure if it worked with the previous one, but yeah, plants. But yeah, that is absolutely amazing. But I did notice that at least one of my rows is now ready to harvest there. But yeah, actually, while I think about it, so off of my little, there we go, hops there, I actually got quite a good yield on just a small area. So I think what my next building will be obviously the old brewery in the centre of town there. So I have got 330, basically 338,000 litres in storage, waiting for that. So, and how you doing there, Carbo Mikes and Mr. KW? But yeah, what are you posting over there?
I just posted the Jacto coffee.
Oh right, yeah. Thank you very much. But yeah, obviously make sure to get it off the in-game mod hub. But yeah, do I have one set up over here? I don't know. Yeah, so there you go. So obviously this is obviously one of the mods from Hispano Modding. This is like the flatbread, or flatbed, not flatbread. Bleh. It is really simple. Now, depending on which one you have, obviously you've got this version here. There's also the containers that just open at the back. You've got containers that open on the side as well. Now, with
all of them and have edited them.
okay, so for
video.
anyone, yeah, so for anyone interested, so with the ones that side load, you don't really need to have it on a trailer, which is the good thing. Obviously, what you're going to need to do is walk up to it, enter it as you would a normal vehicle with the E key, and then hit the N key to open those side doors. Don't do the back doors, do the side doors because it won't auto-load. Once they're open, all you literally have to do, let me just grab a pallet. Also, I've got some tomatoes here, and you just literally pop it in front, and that's it. Obviously what you could do if you wanted to is you could actually set it in front of the trigger, and as soon as they spawn in they'll go straight into the containers. That is one great thing you could do with it. I've done it with a few things, and I know a few other guys have done the same thing. With the version that doesn't have the side doors, obviously that's going to need to be left on a trailer. But obviously you do need to open up those back doors for it to activate the auto loading. So bear that one in mind. But yeah, you should be able to just drive up next to a pallet. Some you may find need a little bit of a nudge and persuasion. So if I come over to here and find a decent container, first of all. Let's reconnect to you. Start the trailer, there we go. I wish those containers could take more than one product at a time. Yeah, that is one of the downsides, unfortunately. However, Vortex, obviously last week there was those B trains that came out.
Nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
And how you doing there, RPs? Obviously Cabin Mike's doing well. Good. So if I come around to the front here, and as you can see on the side here, I've actually set up a road train. So you could literally do it that way as well. Obviously with each of those containers I do have to open the back door for it to auto-load, but yeah, same principle for what I'm going to show you with this one. Actually, I just had a thought, because I do have some actually over here.
Dangerous.
I know, it's terrible. So
Yeah.
obviously with the flat racks, you can just literally lay them down on the floor and they will, as soon as those pallets come through, auto-load straight into them. So you could do that. Obviously if you're picking up from a factory, say for instance the concrete, what I've been doing is using one of these longer trailers, parking it where the pallets actually spawn, obviously opening up the back doors, and then just having the pallets spawn out one at a time type thing, and then just leaving it go off do other things. And yeah, definitely works. Let me just grab some flour as a show. So obviously let me open that up. I need to make sure that I am obviously selected on the container. Obviously the X key is going to do the tailgate and activate that auto loading. So X to open the doors basically. And as you can see, I've just literally pulled up right next to it and they've started loading in. Obviously not all pallets are going to go, unfortunately, so what you may find is you'll have to sort of jump out and maybe just give them a bit of a nudge, just like that. But yeah, as you can see, they're just literally loading in. And the nice thing with doing it this way rather than using, say, a flatbed, like I've said before, it is removing those pallets off of the map completely. So if you're transporting, I don't know, 100 pallets in one hit, then yeah, that's going to definitely improve your frame rates, that's for sure. And right now that is my main concern, is also if you're using, say for instance, Surfing Cowboys flatbed, not to ditch it. I love the trailer, to be honest. I'm glad he actually got round to bringing it over from 19. I still use it from time to time with different things, especially the bales. But moving large amounts of pallets, like say for instance even bread, oil, stuff like that, that is going to seriously damage your frame rates, because obviously every inch you're moving in the game is constantly updated, and that's what's basically dropping your frame rates. And obviously doing it this way, it's not even doing that, it's literally removing it. So, but yeah, it would be nice if there was an option of having multiples in one container. But like I said, you can use also that Super B trailer pack, and yeah, do it that way if you wanted to. And obviously that's what I've basically set up for the buildables. Obviously, like I showed you, I've got a set of 5 already set up.
Really,
and go from there.
With the edit you made, with changing the fill types to products.
It's fill type categories, product.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Obviously, product is the base game category, and well, 99% of the mods are actually registering those pallets to that category. Whether it's a mod, whether it's any of the mods on here, the map itself, it's mostly going into that product category.
To ask
yeah.
if the pallet from Cargill is set as product?
They should be. Yeah, because obviously they're the Platinum DLC ones, and they do go into the product category. Obviously, I could jump over to the sawmill if you wanted to show you guys. Obviously, unload, all you need to do, go over the trigger, hit the I key to unload, and you're good to go. But yeah, just touching on, obviously, what Viking was saying there, with that field type categories product, not everything base game is actually registered to a category. So things like honey, eggs, wool, stuff like that aren't actually in a category. So if you actually watch through the video and have obviously done the edit already, I've obviously showed you need to have that new category registering additional palette types and stuff. That's where you put all those additional pallets into. So the wool, the eggs, and all that go into that new category, and that just then add that to the same line where you put the product as the category. Just add it in, and yeah, you should be good to go because it literally reads it from that XML. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cool how you set up, but I really, really wish 82 Studios would freaking get off their butts and sort it out, because it is a nightmare loading in a mod of theirs, whether it's the Hispano containers or his like TLX, was it the 3500 in Phoenix mods? I think it's both do the scripting, and obviously you get that big, huge list of warnings. It's a pain. What is your YouTube? Yeah, it's just above chat there, Vortex. But I think there should be down below the stream as well. There should be a link to my YouTube. But I've also got it on my Trello as well, if anybody is interested. But yeah, it's just Billy Alpaca 78 on YouTube. But yeah, obviously with this map, the additional products is obviously duck eggs, cashmere, down. I think that's probably going to be most of them. Obviously, I did add in the seasonal products as well. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. That's my Trello, yeah. Actually, I could do them right here because I do have a few of those Platinum DLC products laying around. So we'll go with the old staircase railings. Obviously, I've still got the doors wide open. But yeah, I know some people have already done it. They've gone through every factory. They've pretty much got one container or a couple of containers set right by the spawn triggers on some of these. So yeah, it does do a good job. So let's get nice and close. And as you can see, it's literally started to pick up straight away. And what you could literally do is just leave it there and just allow it to spawn those pallets out constantly. Let's see what else have we got here. We've got another 4 in there, so let's spawn them out. And obviously, as you can see, they've gone straight into that container. There's nothing being left alone. Obviously, the only time any pallets will be left there is obviously if that container becomes full. So yeah, that is literally how you use them. It's so simple. I am at some point thinking about trying to see if I can do one that does bales. I'm not sure if it's going to even work, so I might do a little test and see if it does or not. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out, Mr. Viking, and anybody else. But yeah, cool. But yeah, watch that video that I did on the weekend yesterday, and it literally helps you guys out. It's so easy. But yeah, like I said, I've added in obviously the seasonal products that spawn out around the map, as well as obviously the filled coffins afterwards. So yeah. But obviously, if you guys do come across any pallets that won't go into it, let me know as well, so I can test it out, see if I can figure out which one needs to be added and so on from there. But anywho, yeah, I've got that to finish or to do, which is one of my orchards. Obviously, I've got my olives and the coffee to do. I gotta have a look actually at that. They say withered. I'm just hoping that they do go back over afterwards. Obviously, this is the first time I've done these new hops. So, yes, let's come in through the back gate here. But yeah, this took like forever. Needs to be ploughed. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, it took me forever, it seemed like, to get them done. It was a nightmare. I ended up actually editing the trailer and the speed, because it's like, it goes like snail's pace. It's like, oh my god, it's hard work. Oh, right, I gotta keep remembering this is on a trailer. So there's you. Yeah, so obviously over the weekend, obviously the map, like I was saying, the map got an update. Copy by Design got an update. What else was there? Oh yeah, Pickles Factory. So yeah, you should be pretty much good to go now. And the nice thing, actually another thing as well, somebody mentioned to me yesterday, there is a issue with the glass pallets, which I need to look into. Yes, he was getting some funny little warnings off of it. There we go. Do you have to edit the liquid content? Nope, the liquid ones are already set up their Vortex to accept any products. Actually, I reached out to him before it was even released and mentioned about setting up the same way as obviously how I've got my container set up. So if I come into here, scroll down, and he literally tested it initially and actually said, yep, thank you very much for your help. As you can see, it's literally right there. That is how it's come off the mod hub. I haven't edited any of these, so it's really kind of cool. And obviously, yeah, you don't get anything. Obviously, these are pretty good actually, these grain containers as well. I've got a couple set up, the smaller ones. Obviously, they are set to bulk, so they'll pretty much take anything this bulk category, like any tipper, even snow and stuff like that. So even cool, look at that, all your loose products. But yeah, I kind of want to do a little test on maybe one of these little flatbeds or something. I know Mr. Reaper, if anybody was watching him yesterday, was actually using one of these containers, the flat racks, in the what do you call it? In the wood with the wood bits on, like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, where I will say it is a little bit unstable, like most trailers using this. I do want to try it out myself, but one thing to bear in mind, if you are going around corners using auto drive, make sure to drop the speed right down, because they do tip over pretty easy. So yeah, but I am going to at some point check them out as well. So obviously at the minute I've got a liquid container set up for transporting stuff around. Actually, it was kind of weird. Last week we went past, so where I live there's a big shipping docks here, and I've never really spotted the flat racks before, and I actually seen one last week. I thought, oh, wow, holy crap. But then I was actually looking at the different company logos on the side, and it was actually quite surprising that just how many of those companies on those, like the Titan versions, that are actually coming into the UK. It's really kind of cool. So I've actually set one up. It's actually the one company, it's ONE on the side, and they tend to do a lot of their containers in pink. But yeah, I've actually got one of the liquid containers in pink. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's the only one it's going to be, but yeah. And Mr. Grits fan, thank you very much for the 40 biddies. Holy cripes. How are you doing today, sir? And how was your stream earlier? I was a bit AFK for a while and totally missed it. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Grits fan, if I can get the right one. There we go. We'll give you a shout out. Make sure to click on that link. Give him a follow, guys. I've finally been able to do it myself, so you should be good to go. But yeah, if you can as well, catch his streams and actually interact with him. It seems very, very quiet over there. He's kind of new, but I think he's going to do quite well. But yeah, obviously he does need you guys to talk to him and offer some advice and share your experiences on the map type of thing. It'd be kind of cool.
No.
You know nothing. I know. You're as bad as I am.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder. I've been kind of wondering how Dave's gotten on over the weekend. What the crap is going on here?
You're full.
I know, but I'm kind of stuck on something. Not the windrow either. That windrow must be something hard. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to just pull you out of the way a minute. Right, I do need to get a tractor over here, so let's go see if we can find one. Da, 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 da. But yeah, here's another example, obviously, with the seasonal events. Obviously, I had a big, huge clump of coffins here. I've now got them all into that little trailer there. But yeah, you can do your liquid fertilizer, your herbicide. I haven't tested how seeds act with those containers yet, that's the only thing. But I do know they go into the bulk category, so you should be good to go with that as well. Actually, one thing I do need to do... Oh, my goodness, Mr. Viking with 500 biddies! Holy smoky marrows! Oh my goodness, Mr. NBC resubbing for 20 months on a 12-month streak. Oh my... Holy crap, how you doing, NBC? Oh jeez, you're going to get me excited now. And thank you, Viking, for that shout out. Obviously, if you're not following Mr. NBC, make sure to go over, give him a follow. He is a member of the SGA and an awesome content creator. Obviously, he will hopefully be going live tomorrow, doing some more Wreckfest and that. You're live. Cool. Obviously, he's big into his Satisfactory at the minute. To be honest, I kind of feel like I want to go over there myself as well at some point, but yeah. Oh. Wow. Dang, 3 in a row, look at that. Hype train is close. Ooh. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think I showed you guys, but I can't remember. But I do now have my kitty cats down. What I'm going to do, I've kind of got a bit of a plan for the cats, is I ended up buying, I think it was about 60 cats, roughly, I think it was. Let me go over here and show. Yeah, so 60, so I've got 10 of each type purchased. I'm actually going to grow these up and get some kittens. Once I get that second set of kittens, I'm then going to take them over to Tashi Cats and start getting like morale and stuff out of them. So that is going to be a nice little boost, I think, for me. Obviously, at some point I do need to get on and do some dogs. But yeah, get in there slowly. And look at that, holy smokes, another 6 bees from Mr. Grits fan. Thank you, sir. But obviously, yeah, like I was saying, guys, go over follow Mr. Grits fan. He's still trying to get to affiliate status, so that's one reason why he needs people talking in his channel. I think he's now got enough streams and enough hours to qualify. It's just getting those people chatting. So when he does next go live, guys, please go over and sort of say hi, how you doing, whatever, and really interact with him. And hopefully within a week or so, I'd love it to see him be an affiliate on Twitch. But right, there we go. But yeah, I guess you must be working then, Mr. NBC, but if you're not and you've got a free minute, you're more than welcome to jump in Discord there, sir. Yeah, so not sure what's going to be happening Wednesday. Also, like I said, I will be attempting a stream with my new little internet dongle. Hello, sir.
Hey, NBC.
There he is. So I guess you must be your day off today, is it?
Yep.
I'm not, no, obviously, because I'm not around late in Sunday evenings, but did Dave get back okay and stuff? Have you heard or not?
No, I haven't heard.
Oh, okay.
Have not heard.
You have
I
not
stayed up with Boom till about 11 last night, and then I called it a night.
Oh, right, okay. Yes, and I'm kind of curious to know whether he got to play a little bit of Minecraft while he was waiting.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see. Wow, I feel special. But yeah, I think at some point this week I'm going to try and sit down and do like a video tutorial on to do with basically the fish and how that works and what you need to do and to set it up and everything. It's probably going to be a really short video, maybe 10-15 minutes, but yeah, it should help you guys, because I know I've had a lot of people saying, well, how do I do the fish? What do I need to do the fish? This, that and the other. Obviously I've covered it. It was last week during, I think it was Wednesday stream. But yeah, I think just having a dedicated video set up would be helpful for that, so I'll probably sit down and do that at some point if I can. Obviously, I think tomorrow we're going to be out for the morning, doing some shopping, so we might be able to get something in the afternoon. I don't know yet, but yeah. Obviously, once I do that, obviously I'll post that on YouTube as well. Right, I'm gonna have to get a baler over here as well. Now, do I do bales or just pick some up with the loading wagon? I kind of wish I had Follow Me now installed. I've got it in my mod folder, but I deselected it the other day, trying to improve my frame rates, and actually, surprisingly, it's not doing too bad. I'm sort of in this area where my orchards are, sort of around about 20-25, so it's not too bad. But I have been getting sort of 35-40 now in other areas after playing around the other day with those settings, so it's kind of helped a lot. Ooh. And how's it going there? Dead batteries can only hang for 20 minutes on a break-in work. Ah, okay, well, much appreciated for hanging out with us for a little while. Yes. So obviously this hemp and the hemp windrow, which is on the field, will both be going over to my Aurora textiles, because obviously that can then go into making my, finally, some netting, so I can actually get in and do some lobster fishing as well. So finally things are starting to come together. Well, actually, just quickly before I start, actually what I could do is put you on hard helper a sec. If I can get him back in position. Yeah, but that windrow seems very heavy, or very solid, I don't know. Let's get you put away, let's turn you on and see if I can get this over. Come on, come on, you can get over there, you can get over there. There we go. There we go, flatten you out. Right, there we go. That makes life a little bit easier. There was one other factory that I did get built actually over the weekend. And it is over here. Right, I'm not going to show you what it is. You might have seen it in the pop-up, but obviously I end up coming through. I'm going to hide it. Look, I'm really clever, getting clever at this. But I ended up removing the 3 buildings that were on this side of the waters from the sawmill, so that gives you an idea where it is. Obviously, the area where I was, that's actually the loading area for picking up pallets. But I do have now this solo factory placed and built. I haven't got anything in here yet, but that's going to be probably something I'm going to be doing next year for the most part, because obviously one of the big products we need is poppy seeds in here, or poppy. So yeah, definitely cool. But yeah, it's actually quite a quick build for anybody who wants to get a factory up and running pretty quickly. But obviously, you do need obviously your poppy and several other products from fields and orchards. If you haven't seen it, I might as well just run through. So you do need your apricots, your cherries, your plums, which come from your orchard trees. Obviously, you've got your poppies, which come off of your, well, plain and simple, isn't it? So it comes from a field. Obviously, you're going to need some pallets in there, some water. Then over here we got your pineapple, which comes from your greenhouses. You got your syrup, which obviously you do need to harvest your maple trees to get the sap. and then take it to the sugar factory, and then obviously you get the syrup out of that, which then can come into here. Obviously sugar, so yeah, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with that one, plain and simple. And then over here, for anyone who wants boosters, I did add in cans for the master booster in here, so yeah, this is definitely something I want to get up and running soon. Obviously those, if you're not sure what Solo is all about, it's basically a sweet pie filling company, is I suppose the best way to put it. So yeah, that's where I've ended up putting that. I haven't really done much over here yet with the sawmill. Why can I never tap into that one? Obviously I've got it up and running. I'm actually running out of space, but I'm kind of shocked that it's got quite a small capacity on it. I had a feeling that Dave added or made it a bigger capacity than 15,000 or 15 pallets worth. Yeah, for such a big sawmill. But oh well. But yeah, I need to get over here at some point and get them loaded back up. But yeah, it's definitely coming on, that's for sure. Where are we? Right, I'll come back to that one. Actually, I'm kind of curious what was actually in that field, because I cannot remember. Isn't it mad? You put a crop in, you can't remember what the heck it was. Actually, it looks like I got some... Oh, is that going to be my apples or oranges? I think it's ready then. Because they're showing up there. I think that's apples. That's my maple. Yeah, it's going to be the oranges then, so that's going to match in with that. Okay. But yeah, that's definitely ready. Where was I going over here? Can I tap over it? Yep. Good. Let's have a little look. I got a few. Yeah, this is something else I did over the weekend. Obviously, with this right next to the silo, it's quite up and open and stuff, so I kind of wanted to hide it away a little bit. So I'm kind of putting these little, I suppose, best way to put it is a hedgerow type place. And also using those tall trees. I've kind of kept the same trees as before that I've been using in the centre, the map there. Obviously got those big ones there and then little ones underneath, just to hide what's the other side, should we say. Keeping it a secret. Actually, looking at that, it looks like soybean, is it? Soybeans, yeah. Cool. You're gonna get your ice cream. Well, I've got one in the freezer waiting for me, yeah, at the minute. Nope, that's not all I wanted. But while I'm actually over here, something else I've been sort of playing around with some of these factories is obviously where I've been adding the trees going around the outside. Now obviously with crystal steel, it's got that big, huge area in the middle. And I was thinking, oh, what am I going to do with that? Do I just leave it as it is, or do something with it? And I actually ended up putting this in as a little sort of treed off areas, and I think it turned out quite well. Obviously I've kept with the same trees again, those big hickories and stuff like that. But then you've obviously got a little pool around this side here where you can unload my products, which is kind of nice. I do need to get some more ore in here because this is really pumping it through. How's my water doing? Water's fine. But then obviously I've still kept a gap up this side, so it's literally just a little square in the middle. And I like it. I am definitely liking it. So I might have to do this with maybe some others. We'll see. But yes, definitely getting there. Obviously I've got the vehicle shop that's now hidden. So yes. And it's also a nice test. Yep.
I just wanted to stop by and say hey real quick. I don't get a chance to see you all that often. I'm doing a few things around the house with the wife. But,
cool.
I'll try to stop back later.
Yeah, well, thank you for popping in. Much appreciated, buddy.
Not a problem. Have a good day, everybody.
And you. Oh, bless him. Hey, Farmer Dad, 123, how you doing, buddy? Right. Any tips on placing the boys without the land coming through the water? Yeah, best thing to do is hit the V key, the victory key, and that will basically override that from happening. I can actually show you in a sec. Let me just get this guy unloaded. There we are. Right, so we've come into the shop. Come over here. Let's go find some waterways. Hopefully there's one pretty close. But yeah, those boys, obviously, if anyone is interested in this regarding the fishing, and it's obviously going to be on the PV mods, under others, obviously scroll across. And right here is your little boys. Now, I got a feeling, yep, so there we go. So, obviously, there, that's actually, I've actually gone through and obviously marked each corner of those triggers that I've found. Now, obviously, if you were to place it down, say, there, as it is, obviously what's going to happen is the landscape underneath it is going to come up and, yeah, screw up your waterways. I've learned the hard way. But obviously, as you can see, it is popping in where it does say overlaps with another obstacle. In both occasions, what I would definitely recommend, if I bring up the F1 menu, you can actually hit the F key, or the V key, should say, which toggles on and off the free mode. And that obviously that free mode allows you to place it anywhere. So obviously once you've got it where you want it, just hit the old left mouse button, and as you can see, that terrain stays down where it's meant to be. Obviously, if you do make a mistake, obviously it's going to be hard to correct, so crash the game, do Alt F4, then go back in and try again. But what I would recommend before any of you guys start doing these is to save first. And once you've done one trigger, save it and then go on to the next one. Because I did about 2 or 3 triggers in a row. I accidentally hit the V key, or when the cats hit the V key, and yeah, obviously I ended up having the landscape coming up, and yeah, it really peed me off. So yeah, so save and then go on to the next one, save, go on to the next one. But obviously you can still remove them, just hit the old demolish, click on them and sell it like that. So it is literally that simple. I think I've now found 1, 2, 3, I think 4, 5, 6, I think it's 7 or 8 along this stretch of water that we actually start off with. So yeah, some are easier to find than others, that's for sure. But obviously watching streams, that's the best way to find some as well. If like say for instance Dave's doing fishing, make a note of where he's going. But obviously if you wanted to cheat, just hit the F5 menu, bring up obviously the collisions and triggers and stuff, and you can find it that way. But yeah, it took me a good couple of hours, I think it was it last week, or the week when I was off, to try and find a lot of them. So yeah, slowly figuring out how to set up auto drive courses. Yeah, obviously X-Man does have the initial courses set up, which is on his Trello. But obviously, yeah, going from having that to actually adding in some additional ones, that's going to be the fun part for you guys. Obviously, I'm not running auto drive, so yeah, crap out of luck if you want any help with that. But yeah, I know there was like a big update for, I think it was Courseplay or Drive over the weekend, I think it was. And obviously X-Man was showing up. What was that, sorry?
Courseplay.
Was it Courseplay, was it? Okay, because I know Viking, what? The X-Man showed it off yesterday. And yeah, check it out. I think he actually posted it on his YouTube as well, so definitely go over there and check out all the new fun stuff. Because obviously he had, from what I understand, he actually sat down and watched the video. Obviously it was in German, which is kind of hard to understand at times, especially when you're English. But yeah.
Here's the latest version of
actually, what I might do, I'm going to grab that as well.
Trello.
I'm actually going to grab that myself.
And the latest version of Courseplay.
I don't do Courseplay, but
no, but maybe others do, Billy.
Nah. But yeah, thanks.
Be nice, Billy.
Stop me putting my hair in that every time we place one down. Yeah, that's fine there, Farmer Dad. That's fine. Yeah. But yeah, even with like say the docks as well. Just a quick one. These ones here. Obviously, when you place them down, obviously you do need to hit that V key as well before placing them. Because I've done that as well and ended up on the freaking terrain underneath come up. So yeah, be very careful. Make sure you hit that V key. But yeah, I would recommend saving first before putting any of them down. Because obviously they can screw things up quite a bit. I'm still not sure what's with the little these things. But yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on this hired help here because I can then get this stuff over. Actually, while I unload this one in a minute, what I could do is actually go over, grab a wagon to pick some of this up and get it over the road. But yeah, I think one of the next projects Dave wanted, bye Viking, to do was actually go through some of the factories and add in the occlusion culling, or the occlusion masking, should say, really, to some of the factories. And yeah, I'm kind of dreading that because it's not easy. Obviously, if you're kind of thinking, well, what the heck's the occlusion masking? So if I tab through here, obviously, you see in the far distance, you've got that building there that's in blue, the one down there and over there. Basically, what it is Giants and myself, actually previously, have actually gone through and added in a mask over each of the buildings, so anything behind them or within that building isn't going to draw in until you get really close. Obviously, that over there is the product storage, which holds all your orchard products, greenhouse stuff. Obviously, the only thing it doesn't take is sap. Obviously, Dave does have his little liquid tanker in here, if anyone is interested. I've got to try and remember where the heck he put it now. But I think it's under one of these. I can't remember. It's not tools containers. Maybe? Nope. I can never remember where the friggin' heck he put it. Unless it's under the PV storage and stuff, is it? Let's see. Yeah, this little thing right here. This will actually hold your sap from your trees. And any liquids, actually. The only thing I haven't been able to do is fill up a vehicle with the trigger on it. So I don't know if there's something wrong with it, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can use that quite easily. I still want to go through and sort out another storage instead of these things. Okay, so what was I going to do? I cannot remember now. Oh yeah, I can get the other one up and running, can I? Quickly. But yeah, Free-to-Lay for the big factory has a very small production output. I think it's only 150,000 liters. Don't know for that. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. But obviously, Free-to-Lay only has what, 3 or 4 products coming out of that. So, yeah, I think that's pretty fine actually, compared to what Dave set up. It's, yeah, decent. Oh, bless him. Yeah, no, with some of these tier 2 factories, I would definitely increase some of the storage capacities on them. That's for sure. Actually, just out of curiosity, Free-to-Lay. I do have that actually built now. I don't think it's actually producing anything. Let's have a look. Free-to-Lay. Yeah, so it's 3 products coming out of there. And yeah, obviously 20 litre. Actually, that could be up to, in my opinion. What am I missing? I'm still waiting on my milks to get them up and running. Whoops. 15. Yeah, obviously I know on Wolf Creek it was exactly the same, to be honest. Obviously I personally set up a little silo or storage area next to it and had the pallets being fed straight into that as and when it became full. There's that. Obviously, one of the big things as well is obviously can't really do too many edits to these factories because obviously until Dave really gets into doing them, he may realise, oh, okay, this is definitely too low or too high, and he'll probably end up freaking editing it again. So yeah, that's why I haven't really done too much on editing the XML storages. I think some do need to be upped, that's for sure. But actually, I thought that had more actually free delay. Oh well. Oh yeah, I was going to grab another track to get some of this picked up, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. Fiddlesticks. Come on. There we go. Keep going, please. Keep going. There we go. Makes life a little bit easier. And the nice thing is, well, if you're using guidance steering or VCA or whatever, you can actually just set up a little course like that, and there you go. Constantly unloading, you don't have to worry about drifting off center. Yeah, I know. Oh, when is it? Maybe tomorrow or Thursday. He should be live again, so maybe check out X-Man then. I'm trying to think who else would be on, because obviously, like I said, I haven't got auto drive, so I don't really know it that well. I can just about get there. Obviously, not having it installed, it's kind of hard to show things off. But I do know that there is a lot of videos that are in English or American that do show on how to do it.
X-Man posted a video yesterday on his a 2-hour long video about cosplay and
Thank you for that. Right, so you're fine for the minute. You're unloaded, so let's go find... Oh, heck. I need to get some water over here. Oh, my goodness. Stopped running. Oh, well. Do I have a better tractor around? Where's my little Massey? There he is. No, top that. Drop that there. Oh, coffin. Whoa, go forward. Wrong key. There we go. Coffin! There we go. Hello, mate. Bye. Yeah, at some point, obviously, I will be getting cats into my old cat lady looking house there as well. And yeah, that will definitely help. Alright, I need a loading wagon. I think I've got one around the side here. I hope. If not, I know I've got one, but it's full of grass, I think. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. Actually, I might as well do some baling. Haven't done any baling in a while. At least a few hours. Ha! There we go. And I can actually make sure this is working fine as well. Yes. But yeah, there is, like with those, like I was saying earlier regarding those Hispano-Mono containers, you can actually put them down near a trigger and get it to load in. Obviously, over in this corner here, I've actually got a honey trigger set up, and literally as it spawns, it's going straight into that container. I don't touch it, and obviously, so far I've got what, nearly 30,000 liters. So yeah, definitely helps. There we go. That's fine. Ooh, got some weedies coming up. Oh, I'm gonna get in there. Da 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 da. Actually, I need to get my cows mucked out at some point. I think it's the slurry and manure is getting quite full. So, I gotta figure out what to do with that lot.
Farmer's life is always busy.
Yeah, not half. Not half. But yeah, I'm still waiting on my cows to grow up. That's one thing that seems to be taking forever. And then obviously I've got to then wait for them to have babies and then hopefully get some milk out of them. Actually, I'm still waiting on my... Sorry, go for it.
I'm waiting on my piggies to grow up.
Yeah. Actually, that's still something I... How rude. Yeah, that's still... Actually, I do have a little clump of grass, actually, next to where my goats and sheep are, just over there. That I'm thinking maybe a couple of pens for pigs, and maybe actually, if I've got enough room, a pen for some beef cattle. Because obviously that's going to be something I'm going to be needing for like the dog food. So I need to get that place down soon. Oh, excuse me. I keep burping, it's not good. I had mince and gravy with new potatoes for tea tonight or dinner tonight, and yeah, every now and again it pops back on me.
You had what?
So beef mince with gravy and basically just mince and tatties for anybody who speaks common.
Sorry.
But yeah, one thing I am now planning on doing that I've got my orchards up and running is actually removing some of these trees. So like these ones, for example, once they're harvested, I want to remove them, but I'm going to actually replace them with some proper like tree saplings or something, maybe some maples or something, I don't know yet. But obviously, what was that there anyway? So that's my cherries, and they're nearly there. I cannot seem to get the pHs and stuff on them though to correct. So I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how much I actually get out of all those orchards, product-wise. So yeah, I think I had about 80,000 litres out of my grapes, so that's not bad. That was enough to almost fill the juice factory with grapes. So yeah, just shy of the 90,000 I think it was in total. At some point I do want to, I think it's going to be something for next year to look into getting like the box, for example, so I can actually start doing cranberries and rice. So yeah, I do need to start making some more money. But yeah, I think factory wise I'll probably go for the brewery next, Sam Adams. Just out of curiosity, how much is that going to cost me? Oh, actually, I own it already. Freaking heck. Well, that changes things. I didn't realise I owned Sam Adams. I need to get that friggin' built, don't I? I was about to say, I wonder how much that costs. Yeah, I purchased it the other day, didn't I? Because I took out. I'll show you what I've actually been doing. Obviously, I'm using that enhanced loan system, and yeah, I've got like 24 million pound or dollar loan at the minute that I'm slowly paying off. So yeah, that kind of helped. But yeah, no more spending, I think. So, dang. Just I wonder how much more I can take out of that, thinking about it. But the nice thing is, it actually goes off based on what lands and assets you have as well. It's kind of cool what they've done with it. And excuse me, in some of the settings, you can actually lower the rate that you pay back. So at the minute, I'm literally only paying back. Oh heck, let's see, 35. 70, around about 90,000 a month, and obviously it only comes out once a month. So as long as I've got 90,000 roughly in my bank account, I'm covered. So that's like what, I don't know, selling off some pallets. So that's about it. But yeah, I've got plenty in storage, so that's kind of cool. Actually, fiddlesticks, I missed it, didn't I? There was a rational reason I was loading those containers with the tobacco, and I think I've gone and missed it now. Yep, freaking heck. These were actually on their high last month, and I was actually going to sell them, and yeah, missed it. Dang it. Don't you just hate when that happens?
It's so annoying.
Oop, helps if I turn you on. Because that would have been a really nice return, actually. My first load of chewing tobacco. I found someone on YouTube that does a tutorial for auto drive that I somewhat can comprehend. Yeah, well there you go. That should help you out there, bud. Where are you? There. So I need another tractor if I've got one spare. I'm sure I've got one here. You'll have to do. Oops. Yeah, I've ended up actually just removing my wheel and pedals permanently for the now. I just haven't got the time to look into what's going on with it, so keyboard and mouse it is for me for now. You get that emptied out at some point.
Hey Billy. Actually, I hope you got that fixed.
No, I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. To be honest, I do just as well with a keyboard. Actually, I actually found that when going around corners with trucks, I'm a lot more stable using the keyboard and mouse than I am the wheel. So yeah, it doesn't really bother me. And in all honesty, when I'm not streaming, I actually use keyboard and mouse more than I do the wheel, so it's no big deal. I might go in and have a look at it at some point and try and get it fixed. But one nice thing is not having the wheel on the desk permanently. It does open up quite a lot. I can actually see more of my third screen, so no great loss. Right. But yeah, obviously thanks to Mr. Wheels, he pointed me in the right direction actually. But yeah, it just doesn't feel right having the accelerator and brake on the actual wheel itself. Obviously I'm too used to having the pedals there, so yeah. Who knows, maybe one day I'll just invest in a new one. Or get that one fixed. Might even just take it to the shop, see if I can find somebody who's more clued up than me, see if they can have a good look at it. And yeah, sort that out. It's kind of weird. Maybe some of the cables inside just came loose. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's orange, isn't it? That's the one that's ready. Yep. Okay. Good to know. But yeah, got that field on the right hand side to seed still. I was planning on putting canola in, but I think it's actually now past for seeding, so been too busy doing other things, so busy. But one nice thing is obviously with contracts, and what the heck, you can get a lot of the base game products that way. Obviously, I'm always doing contracts as much as possible. Like, for example, I've got one doing soybean. Actually, both of them are actually doing soybean at the minute, with slightly bigger capacity. Harvesters. Actually, one of them looks like he's finished. I bet it's this one over here. Oh no, you're still going. Where's 32? 32. Okay, so yeah, he's finished. So the nice thing is, obviously, you can get some of the products that way as well. Obviously, if you've got the straw, collect straw and missions, obviously you go through, collect the straw afterwards before you're finishing that mission. and make a little bit extra money that way, or even put it into your feed maker or your animals as well and store it up. So there's always other options. Actually, that's one thing I should have done as well. Re-added that back in. There we go. You're fine. Not sure why he's missed that bit. Friggin' idiot, but I can get that later on. Come back to you. Ooh, my corn's ready as well. That's another field that I purchased the other day from that 20 odd million I had. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That really is hurting. Turn you off. But yeah. Out of any interest for all you guys who are currently watching, how many of you do contracts, and have you seen a achievement for doing any contracts? Because I don't think I've seen one yet. And I wonder. See, 22. Content. That's the DLCs. I was just curious to see if there was anything in the files that say about achievements in game. That's the input binding, so not going to be you. Debug input. Nope, 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 nope.
I will be right back, Billy.
Alrighty, sir. Doesn't look like it. If it is, it's locked. But yeah, I haven't as yet myself seen an achievement popping up for it. I do contracts, but I haven't paid attention to achievements. Alright, okay. Also, I know on the loading screen you can actually look at achievements as well that way. Oops. Hey, OP Wolfman, Wolf Mod, how you doing, buddy? There we go. And that doesn't look right to me. Again. Frickin' heck. Did I not update mine? I don't pay attention. My thing is trying to decide what to work on building products on the farm or farming. It's literally up to you. So Tech Mike, me personally, I focused a lot initially on setting up my farm and then went into doing the production side of things. Obviously, one thing that I would recommend is getting up and running is obviously like your woodwork stuff, so your sawmill and stuff like that, and get that producing. That can actually make a little bit of money on the side. And I just need to have a look at this baler again because I'm sure I fixed this. Where the heck is the baler? Massey baler, Massey there. Let's extract you. Right, so the pathing should be Massey baler, round bales, and then square bale grass. 240 DDS. 240 grass. Where's the grass? Over. That's probably why. Square bale. Interesting. Let's try that. I'm looking. 240. Square bale. Yes, that's pointing in games. Why is that throwing in an error? And it should be hemp bale, actually, not grass bale. Where's the hemp windrow? There. It should be round bale, square grass. Square. Okay, that's not right. Okay. I got an error yesterday when I placed down McCain's and it froze my game in F4. That's weird. I wonder what caused that then, Tech Mike. Obviously, I've got McCain's down and it seems to be error free, so yeah. When I switch spawns, I didn't give in. That's weird. Thank you, dear. Did I finish that one? No. Thank you. Bless her, she's bringing me a fresh coffee there. Right, time to do a quick fix. Something is not quite right. Let's go over to my desktop a sec. And let's have a peruse while this is doing that. Right, so it's going to be the hemp windrow. So according to this, it should be round bales, which is the right folder, and square bale grass, which isn't there. It should be a hemp bale, not that. That's why. But it doesn't go up to 240. Let's put you. Copy that to there. Hemp bale. There isn't any others, is there? Right, let's save you, Sack. Oh, what fun it is to mod when mods keep breaking. Ooh! Yeah, that's really weird, Tech. I'm not sure what's going on there, bud. Really not sure. Right, so let's... Oh, let me close that a sec. Because obviously I do need to delete that zipped version. And reload. Oh, I don't know. These balers are just causing me nothing but issues. Right, let's try that. Now, see, I do have auto drive in here, but I'm not currently using it. And to be honest, I haven't used it in quite some time now. Hopefully that should have fixed that. Let's bring them back up. There we go, there we go. I'm trying something out. Instead of letting all pallets spawn at one time, I'm trying to let them build up and then spawn. Yeah, that's a good idea. Tech Mike. Oh, excuse me. And how you doing there, Mr. Soft Stuff? And there's a little shout out for Mr. Soft Stuff. Make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Also helps if I'm on the right screen. Yeah. Doing a last streamed a bit of Train Sim World 3. Cool. Choo choo. Doing good. I modified my first trailer yesterday to make it use UAL. Nice! Well done. It's really actually very simple, isn't it? Soft stuff to do. I was quite surprised. And thank you, Tech Mike, for the hydrate. I shall go burn my tongue on this hot coffee. Oh yeah, that is hot. Here we go. Righty, hopefully this time it's fixed. So I have to make sure to go through and update and make sure that the one on the media fire is correct then as well. Let's see. Massey Ferguson Baylor Pack. Where are you? Right there. Let's download that while I'm here.
Thanks for the raid.
And holy smokes! Fluffy Trucker raiding with a party of 6. Thank you, Mr. Fluffy Trucker. Hopefully you had a great stream, sir. And obviously welcoming everyone. And if you're not following Mr. Fluffy Trucker, he sounds like a really sweet, cuddly guy. Make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. He was playing a little bit of Farm Sim. Out of interest, what map were you on there, buddy? And who was that? Fluffy Trucker, thank you very much for that follow. And how you doing there? Trailer Trash Racing 28, much appreciated. And yeah, raid. La Lugnut the Clown, thank you very much as well for the comment there. Much welcoming, guys. Welcome in. Obviously, we are on PV Canyon Crossing, if anyone's interested, by Mr. Dajnet, which is a 16x map. If you haven't seen it, that's it right there. Obviously, I am in the middle of harvesting. I just had to do a quick fix. Yeah, ads came up in handy, especially with a map this big. Yeah, okay. I shouldn't have any ads running, but yeah, welcome in, guys. Obviously, those are, the only ads you get is really the pre ones. So, and Mess 1981, thank you very much for that follow as well. So yeah, obviously with this map you do have obviously a lot of additional crops on it. So obviously, as you can see, that's your main base game stuff, but then we'll go into things like flax, rice, carrot, hemp, cranberries, mustard, lavender, peanuts, poppy, peas, alfalfa, hops, coffee, onions, tobacco, clover. Obviously, that's the stuff you put either in fields or actually on like your vineyard type thing. So yeah, cool. And then obviously, what Dashnet has done, he's taken that a step further and created orchard trees that you can place down in the same sort of fashion as your grapes and stuff. And he's got maple trees, apples, cherry, pear, orange, plum, apricot, peach, banana, coconut, coca, and pecans. So yeah. But yeah, huge bud hug, lovely, and big hugs to you as well, buddy. Mr. Grits fan, thank you very much for this resub, really should say, for 2 months. Much appreciated, buddy. But yeah, it's got mining on this map. You've got additional animals. You've got loads and loads of different crops, as I've just covered through. If you've ever played a PV map by Dajnet, it is kind of like PV County. Maybe a bit of PV Uncharted, all sort of thrown together and chucked into one map. Obviously, you got all those buildable factories, buildable bridges on here you can do. It's definitely a map for long term, I would say. And yeah, definitely one you will not get bored with. There you go, so that's now fixed again. Cool. Obviously, I'm actually currently doing a hemp harvest. So I need to get my harvester up and running again. Actually, he's now needing unloaded, so I might as well jump in and get him unloaded while I'm here. Yeah, I had a little warning there for that bale. For some reason, it wasn't given the right texture, so freaking weird. But yeah, obviously, out of any interest, you guys who've just raided over, have you played this map yet? There we go. So you're fine. Let me close that window. I'll check you later and I'll update that if need be. Lots of corporations. Yeah. So obviously what Dajnet has done, he's created. Oh blimey, Viking! Thank you very much for the 500 bit. He's much appreciated. Welcome back. So yeah, this map has over 100 probably different productions on it. Some are built in, some are buildable, some are not. So some are placeable, some are not. So yeah, there's a whole variety of things. So if, for example, I come into the center here. Obviously, right here is the brewery.
Thanks for the raid.
And holy crap, Tony Myth raiding with a party of 67. Thank you, Mr. Tony Myth, and welcome in everybody. Holy cripes. I'm feeling really, really honoured today. Obviously, if you're not following Tony Myth, make sure to click on this link, give him a follow. Much appreciated. Hopefully you had a great stream, sir. Jono there, thank you very much for that follow. Brian and Faber, Big T Farms, hopefully I'm pronouncing your names right. Thank you as well. Pebble Rocks, how you doing, bud? GMNG, how you doing, sir? I'm doing pretty good, thanks so far. Yay! Holy cripes. You guys are trying to kill my stream, ain't you? Nitro Frog, how you doing, bud? But yeah, not doing too bad, thanks, Tony. But yeah, hopefully you had a great stream. It was a great time as always. I do lurk occasionally in your streams, but yeah, if you're not following Tony Myth, go over, give him a follow, and obviously say hi as well. So yeah. But yeah, holy heck, this is madness. And Viking Streaming has followed for 1 year, 6 months, 25 days. Wow. Oh, and yes. Fun. So yeah, for all you guys just coming in, obviously I am playing PV Canyon Crossing by Mr. Dajdet. So I'll just quickly run through this again for anyone who missed it and hasn't seen this map. This is a 16x sized map. Obviously all these little points here are productions around the map that you actually set up 5 distinct areas around the map. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 different areas where the productions are. If you haven't seen this before, they do have buildable bridges, buildable factories. That's something I was just getting onto. Obviously, there is more crops than your base game stuff. So I can really quickly run through. Obviously, there's your base game stuff. In addition, you've got all that right there. Obviously, some of this is on vines. So the coffee, your hops are on vines, along with obviously your base game olives and grapes. But yeah, you've also got all these right here, which are orchard trees that you can place down in a similar way. Actually, if I tab over here, I've actually got some already set up. And you can actually get fruits off of these. It's kind of really nice. I've actually got some, I think it's this one possibly, is it? Could be my oranges already. No, that's my pears. So there's my pears right there. There's halves just set up to go up, down to harvest them. You can do basically the same as obviously all of this, placing them down. Obviously I'm running seasons and precision farming, so yeah, it's a lot of work, that is for sure. I'm actually in the middle of doing a hemp harvest, but I do need to get this guy going again. Got a couple of contracts running. Actually, one is now finished. But yeah, it always seems to have struggle on this particular field down here. Actually, out of interest there, Tony Myth, what map are you currently playing on? Let's see if I can get some of this first of all before turning him back around. It does need to get repaired at some point. Oh, hi, Richlands. You just started. Ah, okay, cool. And how are you finding it so far? Obviously, Muse Amber, thank you there for that follow, much appreciated. But yeah, if any of you guys were interested in trying this map, it is a PC only map. Personally, I would recommend you using the mod folder switcher that Dajnet created, which can be found on the SGA website. All you have to do is do !SGA in chat, and that'll take you over to our website. I did have the honour of doing a few factories on this one, so I know a little bit about the map. But yeah, the map has additional crops, additional animals, so goats, ducks, dogs, cats, I think that was all we've added so far. I can't remember. There's so much to remember on this map. It's getting ridiculous. But yeah, it's just getting better and better and better. Well, actually, let's see if I can get this going. First of all, that's about there. Right. So one thing I was going to show is for all you guys just coming in. If I come over here, actually, it might be easier. Oop. So we do have some new buildings being added to this particular map that you probably won't find on any other map. Obviously, some are pre-built, like this, for example, this one here, boardings. Obviously, this one you can place down, start adding your milk, your goat milk, stuff like that. Obviously, you do have some of your base game factories on here, but are set up slightly different, shall we say? But as you go along, there are ones like this. Now, this is actually a Ken's factory that can be built. Obviously, you've got this little area here where you unload certain products to actually build it, which is kind of really cool idea. As you can see, with it, there is a display showing how much you need of each product, and obviously with the way it's set up, we always recommend that you put in all bar one item, so it's at 100% on each bar one, and then load that last one in all at the same time. Basically, what is going to happen is the building's going to start building, but the trigger here is actually going to start raising up and gets moved out of the way. Hence why you need to get all the products in one go. So yeah, because obviously once it's raised up, you're kind of messed up. But yeah, so obviously if I come across here and hit the old F5, you can actually see the building. So that is literally a building right there waiting to be built. Obviously I don't own it yet, so I can't even show that off. But yeah, it's kind of cool. One thing I could show actually is one that I've recently got built, and that's a solo pie filling factory right here. Also, I placed this down over the weekend. Let me go on to flight mode. Obviously, that is what it looks like once it's built. Obviously, you got a nice driving area and stuff, but obviously, this is one that you can place down in the map. Now, obviously, one thing that was set up with this map, and obviously DashNet's last one, PV Wolf Creek, is obviously there's basically his own category now, the PV mods category. In it, you have houses and apartments. You've got power. You got all the different tiers for each of those factories, along with storages and some other things that have been set up to help you guys out. Now, obviously, this one, if I remember right, is a tier 3. Is it tier 3 or tier 4? I can never remember. Solo, must be 4. Solo right there, so yeah. Oh, dang it. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't show it, but obviously when you place it down, all of those buildings disappear. Obviously you've got to then fill it in that bottom corner there, all your products for it. And obviously if I scoot there, you can actually see, it's kind of hard, exactly what you need. So obviously, thankfully I had plenty in storage for this. So I was able to get it built over the weekend, so it's kind of cool. You like it? Oh, good. Glad to hear it there, Tony. Looks like a good map. It is a really good map, and it's definitely one that's going to keep people busy for a long period. So yeah, am I using Aussie Kangas Harvester? No, I'm not their soft stuff. I'm actually using Dave's one. But yeah, literally that was buildable, and over the weekend it got built. So yeah, there is so much to do. They've got these bascule bridges that can be built. Obviously this is one that I've placed in myself, but around the map it actually has 6 buildable bridges in here, depending on which start. There's actually what, 6 or 7 different starts for this map alone. Depending on where you want to start, you could start over here, you could start up the top here. Each farm, there's another one, I think it's down here somewhere, as well as over here, and then the forestry one. But yeah, depending on which start you wanted to go for, you get different types of equipment to start off with. If you're a John Deere fan, there's an old John Deere farm set up. If you like Case, there's Case one. There's Class, so on and so forth. But yeah, if any of you guys are on PC, I would definitely recommend it. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind with this map, you do need, in big capitals, the Forestry DLC for it. Without it, you cannot really run the map. Obviously, what Dave has in here is breakable rocks, similar to what are on that Silver Run map. Obviously, thanks to somebody for releasing the information on that. It helped. So obviously up here, these rocks right here, you have to come through with a rock breaker to remove them. Obviously, they're spread throughout this mining area that I'm in. There's also mines in here where you have to remove those tunnel walls to get to the products. So yeah, you do need it, okay? In addition, obviously, you need the production revamp, which is all for the in-game mod hub, and a few other things. But yeah, you do need that Platinum DLC first of all. Anyway, back to doing this, because otherwise it's never going to get done, and I'm never going to get through this stream. Is it new farmer friendly? I'm new to Farming Simulator. Mr. Cope, what are you like, and how are you doing, sir? Obviously, it is. I would say yes, it is farmer friendly. However, I would recommend somebody who's maybe had a little bit more experience within the game before they start tackling this. For the simple fact is, all the buildables can become quite overwhelming for a new player. But yeah, if you've got like a few months, maybe, yeah, I'd definitely say a few months playing like the base game maps and stuff like that, to get to know about harvesting and stuff, yeah, definitely recommend this for anybody. But obviously, if you'd like a nice challenge on a map, this is definitely one to go for. Right, so you can stay there for now. What else did I have running? Oh, my harvester down here, didn't I? Get you back up and running again. He's fine for now. I'll sort out that other contract later. But yeah, with this map, obviously, because obviously you got the productions, so many productions on here. Obviously, a lot of the stuff does get self-distributed around the map. But obviously, some of those final products, me personally, I'm not setting them up to auto sell. I'm actually taking them manually to the sell points, and obviously I'm using those Hispano modding containers that I've edited to, yeah, take them over. Makes life so much easier, in my opinion. Right, let's get this going. As I'm really terrible at keeping a straight line, I am just going to use guidance steering. But also, obviously, if any of you guys do have a question about the map, or even farm sim in general, let us know, and obviously we'll try and answer it. And where did I get AI bar? Oh, do you mean anything on the right hand side there, Mr. Cope, above my little mini map? That is the... oh, cripes. Hang on. Easy. Hang on, let me... oh, will you stop coming up, will you? Hang on, let me get the right name of it before I actually say it. If I can remember where it is. Where the heck are you? Oh, I keep thinking Lazy Helper, but that's not the one. Oh, fiddlesticks, what is it called? Simple Inspector mod. Oh, you almost got it there, guys. You almost got it. Simple Inspector. There we go. And obviously it allows you to keep an eye on your hired helpers and everything in their conditions and such like that. Obviously that Massey doing the soybean is currently at 91% full. But obviously they've got the New Holland, which is actually an edited one. Yeah, it's on the in-game mod hub. And thank you, Vortex. Yeah, you got it there. Simple Inspector. I really need to make a list of the freaking mods I've got in here at some point. But yeah, not easy dev, unfortunately, the Mez. But yeah, close. I don't think it actually does it? I don't know. I do have easy dev. Just hit F12 there. But yeah, I don't think it has that in there. Are you baling hemp straw? Yes, I am. I did find out that it did have a slight error in it. On the one I've got, I'll have to check the one that I put out for you guys as well. But yeah, you can bale it, you can pick it up with the loading wagon if you wanted to. Obviously this is my one that I edited, so yeah. But yes. There we go. Let me sort my windows out so I can see what's going on here. There we go, there we go. Didn't realise hemp straw was a thing. Yes! On this map it is, because it is something that is needed in the Aurora Textile Factory. For doing, I think it's the netting, if I remember rightly. Let me come in here, Textile Factory. RST. Netting. Yeah, so there, so obviously hemp windrow right there is needed to make the old netting, which then you can obviously do your lobster fishing with it. But yes, we do have fishing on this map as well for anyone interested. We've got normal fishing as well as lobster fishing, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that is something I am waiting for, is obviously the hemp windrow. I do need to get some more down at some point in here as well as hemp, but that's the whole point of this field, is to get this filled up. But yeah. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Mr. Weebit. Dang it, let's go grab that. But yeah, this is my little baler off of my Trello if anybody is interested. But it should, I think, work with any baler within this, on this map anyway. Let's see if I can get this set up there. Obviously, if you're using something like, say, Follow Me, the mod, what you could actually do is set this up with it following the harvester. And it would save a little bit of time, and then also you could have another truck behind that if you really wanted to, picking up the bales as it's going. Obviously this is going to output what, 20,000 litre bales, which is kind of cool. Less to transport, that's for sure. Ooh, I missed a bit right there. But yeah, definitely been waiting for this for quite a while. Spin you around. And let's see, hemp is now full again, so let's jump over there, get him unloaded. It's times like this, I'm going to bite the bullet and say I wish I had auto drive up and running on here. I know it's a frame rate sucker, but yeah, it does come in handy at certain times. Because obviously with my main farm I am using a lot of unedited equipment. There's a few trailers in that that's slightly higher, but yeah. So I am using guidance steering. They're Bok. It's on the in-game mod hub. It's really easy to use, but there's also vehicle control add-on as well. It is so simple, and all you literally have to do is you have to buy it in the store. G-Man 610, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome in, buddy. You can fish on the map, or is it racing? It's actual fishing. I can actually show you, because I'm pretty sure I should have some triggers set up. So what DashNet's actually done, harvesting weeds. No, I'm actually harvesting hemp there, Ace G-Man. So what, yeah, so just a quick one regarding the fishing is along the waterways. Let me turn that flight mode off because it's just going to bug me. Along the waterways, one thing you do need to do is own a waterways. And obviously with most of these startups, you do get this little plot to start off with. Now there's about, I think there's about 10 different triggers set up along there. Obviously once you've owned one, you need to allow it to rain within the game, and then obviously those triggers get filled up. Hey Daj28, how you doing? Obviously in here we do have boats. So if I come into here under the vehicles, we've got a whole variety of different boats for this map that you can use. Even one if you just want to blow the heck out of the water. This thing really kicks butt. It goes 210 kilometers an hour. It's wow. But yeah, you got oil on here that you can transport. There's all these different barges. Obviously, this one here or this one here is definitely good for doing the lobster fishing. Obviously, this is the boat I've got right here for collecting the fish. But yeah, then you've got ones for transporting grains and stuff like that set up. Hey, Neon.
Hey, Neil.
So anyone interested, obviously this is a little dock area that I've set up myself to unload the fish into, and that boat is really loud in my ear. I do apologise if it's a bit loud.
Oh, I can hear you doing.
Mr. Matt and Mr.
Okay.
Yeah, so along here, obviously I've already come through and marked certain spots. Now if I bring this up and drive through this little buoy area, as you can see it actually says start filling. So I've just hit the R key quickly and I've already gathered 410 litres of fish in my little boat. So you're literally going out, there's little traps in these little marked off areas that you can actually collect, and after that you can then use it to make cat feed. You could do bait fish. I'm not sure if that's too loud for you guys, but yeah, I'll get this next one and then I'll go back and jump out because it's quite noisy, this one for me, my ear. So let's come in here, we'll grab that, there we go. So that's now up to 810, so that's fine. Obviously in the pack there is a dock pack that allows you to create your own dock. Obviously there is a tank for unloading the fish into, but yeah, after that you can then take it to make your animal feed for cats. You can actually take it to a fish market where you can create bait fish, which then can be used to create your traps for lobster. Let me come to here a sec, get them unloaded. But yeah, I tend to try and leave it as late as possible so it's full. They hold about 500 litres of fish in each of those traps. There, oh, that was really loud for me. I don't know what it's like for you guys, so yeah. Does the SGA website not load? Yeah, obviously, the old SGA website is no longer being used. It was just costing too much. Obviously, we're now moved over to the Trello website. And obviously, thanks to Mr. Matt, he put the comment there in chat for you. Just click on that link, and it'll take you over to our new area. Oh, wrong way. This is the only thing that bugs me about that boat is you fall into it. Obviously under the animals category in the shop there is this little trailer that allows you to transport those fish to wherever you need to take them. So yeah, there is kind of actual fishing on the map. It can be nice, maybe the next time where you can have a rod, some worms, and catch them that way, but yeah, it is really, really cool. But yeah, there's the fish market. This is what I'm going to be getting up and running next, so obviously those fish are not going to go to waste. And coming out of this is going to be like the bait fish, which is the main thing I'm after, so I can actually get into do some lobster fishing. So yeah, no worries. Right, so where was I? Let's go. These harvesters freaking fill up too fast. What did you say the mod was that makes... So the mod I'm using is guidance steering. and it's on the in-game mod hub there, SG Man, I should say. Let me grab a link for you. Are you on PC or console? Because that could make the difference. So the one I'm using is actually by Wopster.
That one?
Oh, you got it. Okay. There's also another one. Now, obviously, with the one that I use, I have to purchase it in the shop to add it to the vehicles.
Yes, the last one is for the VCA.
Oh, thank you. That was what I'm just about to say. So, with the second one that Vikings just posted there, it's called Vehicle Control Add-on. It does the same sort of thing, but it doesn't cost you to use it, and you can use it on anything. But yeah, I kind of wanted to make it realistic. So, obviously, in this, if I come into here, for example, obviously right here it's got GPS. It allows me to add it in if I wanted to, and that gives me then those lines. But yeah, I think on YouTube there should be several tutorials. But a quick run through if anybody is interested. Obviously, once you've got it added to your vehicle, if you do Alt-C, if you look in the bottom right corner there, you got the little flashing. Yeah, that basically turns on and off. So Alt-C for Charlie. To set up your lines, what you can do is Alt-E twice, travel 15 meters, and then do Alt-E again, and that sets it up. Now, obviously, if you're using a combine, for example, which has a different size header to a seeder, you can actually do Alt-R, and it's actually going to reset the size of that width that you can use. Obviously, this doesn't actually have one set up, but you can do it manually if you wanted to as well. So you can actually go into the menu, do Control S, bring up the menu, and right here you can actually set it all up. So if, for example, if I had a 3 meter wide header, I could set it to 3 meters and save it. So it's kind of cool. Obviously in here, I've been on here for quite a while. I've got a few already saved. So yeah, so at any time I need, say for instance, the John Deere plough that I'm using, I can just click on that, come back, and all the settings there set up ready. It's kind of nice. You can actually also go through, do headlands if you wanted to. You could have the lines actually showing or not showing, and yeah, it's kind of cool. You can even have it just set as dots if you wanted to. See, you can just have little white and blue dots there, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, VCA, GPS, guidance steering, whatever, they're all pretty much the same, do the same thing. But yeah, like I said, this one I use, it does cost to add it. It's 15,000 to add it, but it is realistic, in my opinion. But yeah, lots of bouncing around at the minute. Yes, there we go. Let me pop that back there, and thank you very much for that posture check as well, Mez. 1981. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, any of you guys, I would definitely recommend checking this map out, and yeah, it's definitely a good one, that's for sure. Obviously, Mr. Viking Streaming has an entire spreadsheet set up for all the productions. It shows you what goes into each of them and stuff like that. It's really, really helpful. You spent a lot of time doing that, obviously, while me and Dave were setting the map up and the productions and that, so yay.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty helpful tool.
Yeah.
Oh, I use it a lot there. To be honest, Viking, I keep that up every time I'm playing farming. It's like, you know what? I can't remember everything on top of my head, so your information saves me time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, over the weekend... Oh, sorry, just a quick one. Oh, no, actually, you go for it first.
Okay, I was just saying I'm using it all the time as well because, well, I can't remember anything, so...
You're terrible. Actually, I am. From time to time, if I'm sort of a bit unsure, I do go over there myself and have a look at the factories. But yeah, unfortunately, because they are script mods, they're HG Man. No, they do not, unfortunately, work on console. Sorry. But yeah, look at all those kitty cats. Aren't they cute? And how you doing there, Master Farmer TV? Welcome in, buddy. But yeah, obviously on this map there is 6 bridges that you can build. Obviously I've actually come through and changed over the weekend 3 of them to be the bascule bridges, which are these ones right here. And obviously bascule meaning that they fold up in the middle. Now obviously I've had to build this as well. Now if I actually come over here, I can actually show you what it looks like unbuilt. This is for anyone interested. So this is literally what you see. This is how that bascule bridge started. Actually nothing there apart from this little barrier and the little box. And you have to put in certain products to be able to build that bridge. And the same with all the other bridges. There's two different bridges on here. There's obviously those bascule ones. There is also... Oops, let me come into here because it's easier to teleport to show you guys for quickness. There is also... Here you go, that wooden bridge right here. Both of these bridges were done by Green Thumb Farmer. He's done an amazing job on both of them. And both of them need to be built. I do believe he's done a second bascule bridge, which are slightly smaller, to replace some of these if you wanted to, but I wouldn't even know how to go there, so yeah. But yeah, sorry there, G-Man. It's a big issue actually with console players not being able to have certain scripts, or any scripts really, on console. So yeah, maybe contact like Sony or Microsoft or whatever, see if maybe in the next game we'll be able to get something similar for you guys to play with. But yeah, so you're doing good, Billy. How's streaming? Stream's going pretty good, thanks. Much appreciated. So yeah, I'm trying to get this hemp harvested, but I keep getting sidetracked. It's terrible, and the worst thing is I've got to jump off in a little while. Unfortunately, Mondays are my 2-hour streams.
We want you, Billy.
Right, let's do Alt 8 home, and we'll just enable that. Let's see if I can keep it straight. There we go. Yes, Mondays and obviously Fridays are my 2-hour. Wednesday is my longer stream, which is 3 hours, and that's pretty much me for the week. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, guys, I'm hoping that I will be able to carry on streaming. Obviously with the little internet dongle, I have no idea how it's going to work and whether it's going to work for streaming. But I really hope so. Obviously over the next day or so I will do a little test run stream, I suppose the best way to put it, to try and see how it goes. And yeah, if I'm not about on Wednesday, you'll understand, I hope. But yeah. Hey up, Bob Peace, how you doing? But yes, in a wee while I will need to find someone to raid out to. I have other carers responsibilities, unfortunately, to attend to. Yeah, tomorrow our current internet finishes, and then yeah, kind of a nightmare. There we are. Let's turn you off. Let's jump into that baler, see if we can get some more baled up. But yeah, guidance steering, vehicle control add-on are a blessing in this game actually, if you're terrible at keeping straight lines. Oh, yep, see that has got one heck of a something on it, I don't know. It seems very heavy texture on that hemp windrow.
Yeah. Looks like it.
And obviously on like an earlier lump like that, I actually got a combine stuck. It's like terrible. But yeah, if you're not following Master Farmer TV1 there, obviously make sure to click on his link. By the way, guys, give him a follow. Obviously he does do farm sim as well. But yeah, I need... Why is that on there for? Oop. Yeah, that's the only thing I do find is every now and again it does miss some, depending on the field. There we go. It's almost like it's kind of a little bit bumpy or something in one spot. There we go. Bring you around. Round, round, baby, come round. Spin your light on me. There we go.
Are you trying to sing, Billy?
So that I only need basically 5 of these bales to fill up that. Yeah, I was attempting to.
Oh. Okay.
I was attempting to. Let me actually drop that down. It may be what it is. I'm almost wondering if the baler's maybe jumping at times, and that's why it's missing bits there. We shall see. Leave it about 25, see how it gets on. But yep, you obviously, with the hemp you can obviously bale it up and windrow it. It's kind of cool. I am going to definitely need a storage setup for this lot somewhere. I wonder. Silos. That's the standard stuff. And speak of the devil, here is Mr. Dajna himself. How you doing, boss?
Recovering.
Clover, alfalfa.
Recovering.
Was it
Every bone in my body hurts.
Was it a good day yesterday then?
Too long.
Too long. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Dajna, obviously there's his link. Obviously he is the map creator and sort of god, I suppose is the best way to put it, for the Sim Game Alliance. He basically set it up and brought us all together, so yeah. But yeah, obviously he will be streaming, oh there we go, tomorrow if anyone's interested. Tuesdays is I'm trying to think what you'd be doing tomorrow. 7 days?
I don't even know.
You don't know yet?
Not new.
Oh no, it's Wednesdays, isn't it?
Not. Yeah. I'm thinking if I had my choice, I might do. I want to do some more trucking, possibly.
Maybe a bit of ATS then tomorrow. Cool.
I got to get some of those things done.
You do.
I gotta get. Oh man, sunburn. I got sunburn. Life is terrible. I need to stay indoors more often.
Oh, yes, you do. But yeah, obviously it is good to get out and about a bit. And obviously, how did your sister get on as well? Because obviously she was selling her gems and stuff.
Oh, she had a great weekend, I think.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, because obviously, I know my sister, or one of my sisters, was very big into gems. Is it the sort of ones for like healing and stuff, that sort of gems that she sells?
Heating?
Healing.
She has
healing
all sorts of things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, you know. To me, they're all just rocks and gems, but.
Before I jump off,
but people buy those things.
You also do Wreckfest and ATS streams. Ah, okay. I think I keep missing you then. Actually, speaking of gems, guys, I wanted to show you this the other day and totally forgot all about it. Now, obviously, on the mine here at the top, plot 231, obviously where you got all your gems that spawn out. The other day I was up here. Let me go a little bit faster, and then I'm going to actually jump off. Let's turn that on. Run up, run up, run up. I actually got some new gems spawning out that I haven't had before. Also, you do need to own this land and have the mining shed down and allow it to at least run through one in-game season before any of these, like the big rocks, pop out in the stones. Now, as you can see right here, I do have, if I can actually grab them, a lovely ruby and an emerald finally spawned out. Obviously, normally I just get these two, but I finally got these two. So I'm kind of hoping in the next maybe year or so I might even get a diamond. Obviously, they're really, really rare. But yeah, I'm keeping my eyes out. I've got one on each of the 6 spawns, so plenty of money when I get to sell them at the bank some point. But yeah, I'm really happy. So yes.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, obviously these boulders or the bigger rocks here, you can take them over to the crusher and on this built into the map and use them there. And that's just something I do need to do at some point up here. But yeah, I am well happy I've finally got some additional ones. Ooh, nope. Okay. Yeah, that's another aquamarina.
Hey, Pompies.
There. But yeah, I love it. So yeah. So anyway guys, I have actually got to call it there for today. I just want to show you guys that.
What? It's only been 2 hours.
Yes, that's all I do on Mondays because I've got carers responsibilities, unfortunately.
Sorry, I slept right through it.
That's
I
okay.
needed.
I had a feeling you probably would. Right, so let's go over to the ending screen. Get some credits rolling if I can find it. There's that screen. And obviously a big, huge thank you to Mr. Tony Miff for the raid earlier on. Much appreciated. Obviously a huge thanks to everyone who's followed as well. But I'm trying to think who else it was who raided me now. Oh, dang it, where are you? Fluffy Trucker, that's it, as well for the raid. Much appreciated as well. And obviously a thank you for it very much as well for all those bitties that was put in chat by Viking and Grits fan. I feel special. I think I've got everybody. Oh yeah, there's resubs as well. Oh, Jesus, it's been a really busy couple of hours. It's like, what the crap? But yeah, big huge thank you to all you guys anyway. So, like I said, I do need to find someone to raid out to. And I do see somebody who was actually in chat a little while ago who was sharing some love earlier with some bitties, which I think I might go and raid over to. He's actually playing on the map at the minute. It's actually Mr. Grits Fan 101 of. Obviously, I mentioned to you guys that you need to give him a follow. Make sure to go over and chat with him. He is a pretty good streamer, but I definitely recommend you guys coming over and checking him out. And yeah, at least say hello and ask him how he's getting on. So let me get this raid going. Also, I am hoping to be back on Wednesday as long as the internet dongly thingy works. But yeah, obviously I will try and get a little test run at the sort of stream going at some point between now and then to test it. But yeah, so guys, have a great rest of your day. Stick with this and let's go show him some SGA love, yeah. Obviously he was here a little while ago, so just waiting for everyone to get in there. And yeah, so have a great rest of your day. Make sure to check out Mr. Dashnet tomorrow. Hopefully doing some ATS. Obviously, you're probably more than welcome to join in on the server as well. So, till next time, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.